How's it going, boys? Johnny Superb Man here, and it's finally time for the Eastern Conference Finals between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Pittsburgh Penguins. A rematch from last year when we outed the Pittsburgh Penguins. I forget how many games it was, probably 5 or 6. All right, so big game here, big series here. They definitely want the revenge. All right, so let's quickly take a look at their lines. I'm pretty sure they're exactly the same as last year. You know, you Crosby, Malkin. I think they still have Jordan Stahl in this version, the old rosters. James Neal, and yes, they do. So first line, you got James Neal, Crosby, and Jordan Stahl. That's actually a very good first line. Usually they have Crosby with lesser guys. You've seen it over the 8 years because we played them a few times. But actually having James Neal and Jordan Stahl as the two wingers alongside Sidney Crosby, that's actually a deadly first line. And because we still have our Dale Hunter Superb Man lines, because ever since we put them in Game 4 of the first round, we're 8-0, right? So I'm still not going to change our lines unless bad things start to happen. But so far, so good. But you got to say their first line is probably better than our first line now because we got Dustin Brown and Nick Ritchie on the first line. So watch out for that first line. That's actually a very good first line. Second line, Gordon, 87 sniper. He's obviously a rookie who's coming up, and he's probably got a really good offensive category. So there's someone else who can score. Malkin, another superstar, wild card superstar, 96 overall. And Raquel really drops off there, 80 playmaker. He may have an okay offensive category, but still. That Gordon guy looks like a pretty good winger as well. So they actually have a pretty good first two lines. I'll give it to them. Third line, O'Sullivan, 82 playmaker. Tyler Kennedy, 86 two-way forward. That's a perfect third line center, 86 two-way forward. And then Hoffman, it really starts to trail off here. An 82 and an 80 on the two wings. Remember, it's individual stats, but still the individual stats sum up the overall, so you can kind of get a sense of where it's at. The two wingers on the third line ain't the greatest. Tyler Kennedy's good, but the wingers, no. And then the fourth line, Noroff, Maidens, and Crisp. Three guys in the 70s. So once again, because of Malkin and Crosby, a lot of their salaries tied up in them, they don't have depth. The Boston Bruins had a hell of a lot more depth than these guys. So, if Boston took us far, I think that I'm not going to say that we're going to sweep these guys, but offensively, we definitely have them covered. They got a good top 6, a good top 5, I'll say. A good top 5. That Raquel guy I'm not really sold on. But everywhere else, no depth at all. Defensively, Chris Letang, 87, McCallick, 88. Not bad, but we got Ekman Larson and Hedman, who are both better than both of them. So defensively, we got them covered on the first line. Second line, Gao and Valbik. Not bad, I guess. An offensive defenseman might have a good offensive category like Beaulieu, and Valbik, a defensive defenseman. So they actually have a pretty good top 4 defensive core. And then the third line, Delbecq and Despres, barely in the 80s for both of them. So, again, no depth on the third line for defensemen either. So, this goes back to last year as well. I think they're going to be a special teams team. I don't know if their penalty kill might not be bad, but their power play should be amazing. I'll show you the power play for these guys. Yeah, James Neal, Crosby, and Malkin on the first line power play with Letang and Gao. And even their second line power play is not bad because they have Kennedy instead of that the sixth guy there who was not that good. So you got Gordon, Stahl, and Kennedy. So their power play is going to be where they score goals from, all right? And Theo Fleury, yep, he's 94 overall, so he's better than Sub-Zero. But Sub-Zero is 7-0 in the playoffs. He should be 8-0, but we don't know what happened in one of those games there. So they have a very good goalie in Theo Fleury, 94 overall, and Carlson, 82. Not the greatest, so we got the better backup in Bernie Mac. So it should be interesting. But you know what? I actually feel kind of comfortable against these guys. Again, anything can happen. We do have some injuries. Trent Lofthouse is not playing. But we are 8-0 since we've made the changes, all right? We were down 3-0 against Boston, came back, won 4 in a row. And then we steamrolled the Winnipeg Jets. We had one game that went to overtime, game 2, but they just couldn't score goals on us, all right? So we'll see if Sub-Zero can keep it up here. He's been the story of these playoffs so far. Let's see if he can keep it up for us, all right? So game 1 in Tampa Bay, Year 8 Eastern Conference Finals, a rematch from last year's Eastern Conference Finals against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Let's see if we can keep this streak that we're on right now, all right? Let's see if we can get to 9 games in a row. First period, we start off with a big goal. Braden Shen, this guy, I'm so glad I decided to re-sign him last year. He was so worth $5 million. I don't even care, man. This guy's a playoff performer for us. Second period, all right, we got one, but so do they. Granny Smith gets another clutch goal for us. He's having a great playoff run. And Despres, are you kidding me? Third line defensive core gets one for them. So you got to expect Crosby or Malkin might step it up here. All right, Sub-Zero, you don't have the routine set up for you, so we still need one more goal, boys. We need one more goal for Sub-Zero. Come on, boys. Step it up. Who's going to stay? There it is. Bowen. I'm so glad I left him in instead of Fensky. And now Sub-Zero's got the routine. There's no way. There's no way he allows to. There's another empty netter goal by Granlund. There it is, boys. 4-1 victory. So we're continuing our roll here. And actually, I think game 2, it was of the last series, was 3-2 for us. We won in overtime. Games 3 and 4, we only allowed 1 goal each. And we're still on that little streak right now. We only allowed 1 goal this game. So that's 3 games in a row. Malcolm Subban has only allowed 1 goal. This guy is tearing it up, man. Yeah, look, 3-1, 4-1. Now another game, 4-1. All right. So even without Trent Lofthouse, and with starting Bowen instead of Fensky, all right, and with Ritchie and Brown on the first line with the Dale Hunter Superman lines, we are just tearing it up. 9-0. Oh my goodness gracious. Won't get ahead of ourselves though. We still have to win 3 more in 6 games, all right? So it can still go the other way. But here we go. Game 2 at home. First period. We got one again. Piero Zobatel. Or Zabotel, you guys were saying. Yeah, whatever. He's getting goals. Good job, buddy. Good job. Second period. All right, we got another one. The Nuge. First line left winger. Way to go, because Stamkos is on the second line now. All right. Subban, Sub-Zero, you got the routine. Let's see if you can do it for us, buddy. Let's see if you can do it for us. Just don't let them get a quick one. There. Oh, yeah, it's over. Beaulieu, power play goal. It's over. It's 4-0. Harper. Oh, yeah. Zobatel, Harper, Beaulieu. The young guns. Well, Beaulieu's not really a young gun anymore, but the guys who you don't expect to score goals stepping it up once again for us. And Sub-Zero. That's why you call him Sub-Zero, boys. Sub for Subban, 0 for shutout. Way to go. Way to go. Oh, yeah, this guy, man, he is he's making a case for the #1 job. And remember, he's still signed for like another 4 years. 1 year past Bernie Mac at only like $2 million. So, yeah, man, this guy's really stepping it up for us. He's showing us that he can play. 10-3, 10-0 in our last 10 games. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, so we did what we wanted there. We won the 2 games that we had to. Let's see if there's any injuries. I didn't check after game 1. Nope, nothing. All right. Game 3 in Pittsburgh, you got to expect that they're going to step it up eventually here. But I don't know, like our team is just on fire. Everything, all cylinders are going right now, man. It just can't be stopped. So let's see if we can keep it going. First period, no, 0-0. All right, we didn't get the first period goal that time. That's okay, we didn't concede any. Second period, all right, they got one. Jordan Stahl, but then Len Little, baby, he steps up for us as well. All right, so here's a good game here. Come on, boys, step it up for Sub-Zero. Somebody's got to get a goal for Sub-Zero here. He's been playing amazing for you guys. Power play for them. Good job. Good job, Subban. Come on, somebody step it up. Another, they got a power play goal. Valdic, what did I say? They're special teams. And is that going to be a game? No! We tied Nick Ritchie. Nick Ritchie. Beauty. First line center. The Dale Hunter Superman lines work out. We're into overtime. Come on. Can somebody step it up? Can somebody step it up for our team here? Oh, there it is. Len Little with a 2-goal performance. Unbefreaking-leavable. Oh, my God. Nick Ritchie. Thank you, Edmonton. He gets a game-tying goal in the last 2 minutes. Send us into overtime, and Len Little gets his second goal of the game. And Sub-Zero, he allowed more than 1 goal for the first time in a while, but it didn't matter because he still had amazing stats. We just didn't get goals for him that game, but we got enough. We got enough. We won 3-2, baby. Oh, my goodness gracious. These lines that we have right now, I don't know what's going on, but it is just working. It is just working. We are 11-0 since making the change to Subban and Bowen. All right, and we still don't have Lofthouse in the lineup. We have Piero Zabotel or Zobatel. Oh, my God. Our team is just, it's unstoppable. All right? Now, in the first round, we came back from being down 3-0 in the series. So I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves because it would be poetic justice for to see Pittsburgh come back against us to push it to Game 7 and win. So I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves, but I really don't think, especially the way Sub-Zero's playing, I really don't think that we're going to lose 4 in a row. All right? I just don't see it happening. But, again, anything can happen. And once again, Crosby and Malkin really having a silent playoff series. Our defense and our goaltender is just too much. So I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. You know what you have to do. All right, just get it done. Let's not even falter here, all right? Let's just fly into the finals here. First period, all right, 0-0 once again. All right, can't get that first period goal. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Second period, All right, we got 3. They got 2, but we got 3. The Nuge, Stamkos gets a good goal, and Lemieux. And Crosby gets 2. Captain Crosby, he's deciding to step it up for his team. He needs to. Third period. Come on, boys. Get one more for Sub-Zero, and there it is, the Nuge. The game's ours. The routine is in place. Subban has now proved that he can... Oh, whoa. Crosby gets a hat trick. Crosby gets a hat trick. There's enough time. Hang on a second. Oh, there's another one. Stamkos. Oh, Captain Crosby steps up, but then Captain Stamkos puts the final nail in the coffin, and Piero Zobatel gets the empty netter for the Ultra Dagger, and there it is, boys. There it is. So a game where Sub-Zero doesn't play like he's been playing, it doesn't matter because our offense steps up and gets 6 goals. Way to go. Stamkos gets 2. Way to go, boys. Way to go. Everything is working for us right now. Everything is working, all right? After losing the first 3 games against Boston, we came back to win 4 in a row. Then we swept the Winnipeg Jets, and now we've swept the Pittsburgh Penguins. We've won 12 in a row with Subban in the net and with Bowen on the point. Unbefreaking-leavable. Oh, my goodness gracious. Malcolm Subban has been injured with a strained hamstring. No! His estimated return is May 31st. Oh, my goodness gracious. We just lost Sub-Zero. Oh, my God. Oh, no. The reason that we've gotten this far, I mean, we still have Bernie Mac, who we can put in there, so it's not the end of the world, but oh, my God. We've lost Sub-Zero. All right, we got to bring up somebody. We got to bring up, let's bring up Cotton. Oh, my God. That is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. All right, Cotton, get in there. So we're going to start Bernie Mac. What do they say, May 31st? He may be able to come back in time. Oh, no, the other series ended so quickly as well. Oh, my God. So he's not going to come back till May 31st, which is all the way up here. It may be a few days early. So, you know what? Unless we sweep them, he'll be able to come back. So, man, but that just sucks, man. The kid was doing so good. To have his streak end by injury. Oh, that's so bad. Strained hamstring. Oh, you know what? I'd say play through it, but a hammy for a goalie, I mean, I can understand that. And he's freaking 12-0, and he saved our asses in the first round. So I'm not gonna get on Sub-Zero. That's deadly. That hurts us. Oh my God. All right, let's check out the player stats here. That's rough. At least we still have Bernie Mac, who's been here before, and it's not like some backup who's only 80, 82 overall, right? But still, that hurts. That's painful to see. All right, so let's see here. Forwards. The Nuge, he's leading our team, 16 points in 15 games. Granny Smith, look at this guy, a point-a-game producer in the playoffs. 15 points in 15 games. Braden Shen, the $5 million man, worth every penny. 13 points in 15 games. Len Little, 11 points in 12 games. Almost a point-a-game player because of his injuries. Stamkos, 11 points in 15 games. All right, it's better than last year. It's definitely better than last year, all right? So he's doing good. I'm happy with that. And he's actually tied with the Nuge for most goals scored. So I'm happy with Stamkos. Sagan, he's Mr. Consistency. He's not playing amazing. He's not lighting the world on fire, but he's never having a bad season. He's always up there. Nick Ritchie, look at this guy. I mean, giving him first line minutes, he's got 7 points in 15 games with a crappy offensive category. Way to go, Richie. Dustin Brown, he's doing the same. Harper's down there. Lemieux, Piero Zobatel, 4 points in 10 games, and 3 of them are goals. Trent Lofthouse still injured. All right, everyone else down here. All right, so, I mean, everyone's doing good. I really don't have a problem with anyone right now. Our Lions just seem to be working the way they are. Beaulieu, 8 points. Shattenkirk, 8 points. Ekman Larson, 7. Hedman, 6. Bisson and Bowen both 1. But they're still a plus players, even though they only have 1 point. All right, so I mean they're amazing, these guys. And actually, Beaulieu and Shattenkirk have overtaken Ekman Larson and Hedman for plus minus. So those guys are really doing good together. And now let's check out goaltenders. Oh my God, Subban. He's less than a goal a game for GAA. Oh my God, he's 10-0, save percentage of .967. But we have to run with Bernie Mac. And I don't have a problem with that, but I would have loved to see if Subban could have gone 16-0. Or no, 14-0, right? Because he's, because of that funky game. I would have loved to have seen him go 14-0 if he could have. But now we'll just never know. We'll just never know. So let's check out the playoff tree. I think Dallas must have swept the Colorado Avalanche. Yeah. If only that series went to 7, Subban might have been back in time, but they had to sweep the Colorado Avalanche as well. So we got 2 teams in the finals that swept their opponents in their respective conference finals. So it should be a good final here. We got a new team we haven't faced yet, the Dallas Stars in the Stanley Cup final, right? So it's been a successful year. We've made it this far, but it's time to go back to back. The 4th Stanley Cup in 5 years. Unbelievable. Can the Tampa Bay Lightning continue this unbelievable streak of 12-0 and win the Stanley Cup in year 8? Oh my goodness gracious, boys. The Stanley Cup Finals, they're coming up next. Wish us luck. And you know what? Wish Subban all the luck in the world getting back from that injury. That is horse crap.